This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent the request. We're searching for someone important, right? It sounded like the representative was freaking out. Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle Gramps live around these parts? You happen to know this Campbell guy? Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see. That matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home. Alright, let's go inside. And as you can see, your boy is healed up because you never know. When you gotta take care of side quests, you never know when fights might pop off. And I need to be CP ready, because Tio can handle everything by herself. I'm chill. I'm hyping up Tio too much, I'm glazing. I don't even care. I don't care. I'm chill. Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do. We must find a way to retrieve her, Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding the support request. Ah, you're the CPD something or other section. What a relief. We were becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance. Are you serious right now? Just a moment. Are you not Ellie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them? It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today. Is that the case? So be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral. Nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident? I'm guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, Mademoiselle. Speaking with Diet members is always such a pain. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you tell us what happened? At least what details you're about to share about the situation? It's just, you look troubled, so. I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching for an important person. Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential. Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative. Very well then, listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared. Could you elaborate? It so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home along with our maid. Wait, he can't possibly, wait, he can't be talking about who I think he is. Because remember, we met someone that had left home. No, that can't be the same person though. Because I think she was from the Empire. Unless they've yeah, no, it can't be the same person. It can't be Alicia, I think that was her name. Because she was with her maid. All that fuss just to end up telling us his daughter ran away. My daughter, are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school. Ah, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been on particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely compromised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Heiyu, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine, I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the Mafia spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own. Yeah, I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too. Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. You can't let your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. Damn, sound like you care more about the scandals than your own daughter. And with that, I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me. It all comes down to protecting his reputation then. Guess that's just how these bigwigs think. I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her. There's a fair chance she might be in harm's way after all. Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter. Oh, thank Adios. Bring her back immediately. I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home. Very well, I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. Well, I mean, do you have any information on her, or? You know, I mean, we can't start without nothing. Can't just be blindly looking around. Or maybe we can go to her room or something. I believe his daughter left a note in her room. Oh, okay, well, here we go. That note may prove useful to your investigation. Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at them then. Quest: search for an important person started. Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities. I see. His suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship. And despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course. Between the diet meeting and the Heiyu incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or the maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note. Seems like she's the defiant type. I doubt he'd have any idea to where she would go. Looks like she left her message in this notebook. Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now I shall do as I please. Goodbye. Yes, I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you, you'll surely go hungry with no one here to prepare your meals. Where do I even begin? The dad's a real piece of work, but his daughter seems like trouble in her own way. Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. Yup, which makes sense as to why she might be the way that she is. Can't go judging her too harshly. There's always a reason. When you look at a kid and they come off a certain way, their number one suspect is whoever their guardian is, whether it's their parents, grandparents, or someone else. And now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition. Based on her note, I think it'd be fair of us to assume something. Suddenly ran away from home, or planned to run away from home? Well, I mean, it sounds like she suddenly ran away from home. She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction. I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left pretty damn early, right? Like early. Yesterday, this morning, just now. This morning. Right? Early. She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her. Still don't know where the hell she ran off to though. Think we should ask her friends? Could be they've got a clue or two for us. No, I don't think we have time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she likely had to visit first. Would it be the IBC? Or what would it be? Wouldn't it? Crossbell Cathedral, City Hall, the IBC. I think she may have gone to the IBC. Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for her getaway. The IBC'd be pretty typical first stop for running away from home. If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? He may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. Alright, we made it. Man, always feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come here. I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. Hello again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? think she may have been here with a maid. Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Croyce. With Belle? Yes, Miss Croyce agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go and ask Maribel for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation. Oh yes, I think you should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. Now let's see what's going on here. What? I thought they were gonna be up here, but I guess not. I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravache buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. Ugh, I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they've put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. You could say that again. It doesn't help that father is who knows how many sailed away right now either. Oh, but I digress. Did you need something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you've brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Oh yes, she definitely came here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of the society. She claimed she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her savings account. Damn, we were right on the money. Why did she have to speak directly to you for that, Maribel? You'd think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I am unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mirror. That is an exorbitant amount of money. The truth is, Carla is attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle? Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. Oh, okay. That could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. Oh. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make a hotel reservation there. Gransel? Isn't that Liberal's capital city? So she's ditching this joint for Liberal? He must have deported for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. Din. They sure know how to keep busy. Oh, Anton and Ricky. Oh hey, thanks again for all your help yesterday. Anton, are you returning home? Sadly so. There's nothing left for me here since Frame rejected me and all. Truly unfortunate. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm used to this sort of thing. Seeing that pure smile form on her lips as she talked about the person she loves, it basically killed me inside. The person she loves. Did we tell him that she meant the sergeant major? Probably better to leave it be. We mentioned that and I bet things will get more complicated than we want to deal with. That's true. Agreed. I feel a little bad for him, but it's probably for the best. A little bad for him? Hey, it's up to Anton whether he wants to stay depressed forever or actually learn from his rejection this time. As his friend, all I can really do is keep watching over the poor guy. Oftentimes, wealthier passengers like to take their pets with them on their flights. We transport them in individual cages with all the luggage, but they always start barking and crying the moment we land. I understand people like to bring their pets with them, but personally, I prefer not to have to handle transporting them. Hurry up! If we don't board soon, we're going to miss our flight. Dang it, I was wanting to stay in Crossbell for a little while longer. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell? If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn that she should have been on this flight. Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today that's heading for Liberal, right? Correct. And it seems that it has not departed yet. Pardon me. Oh, the maid. I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia, one of the maids at Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. Oh. Huh. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. Yo, Carla was doing. Hey, she was thinking big brain, huh? In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvert? Crap, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. So she's got her reasons for all of this, huh? Well, time to roll. We'll bring her back for you, don't worry. If she's the Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marcia. You were a big help. Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay, please. I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. Yo, imagine if she took off the disguise and that was Lady Carla. Ooh, Aolia and Lynn. We're about to start investigating that mess with the Mafia. You lot seem to be in a hurry. We plan to split the workload with Winto and the others and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figure anything out. We still don't have any concrete leads about the pills, so let's not mention that to them yet. I came to the station to see my grandpa off. Working out of the state's gonna be hard on him, so I'm here to provide some moral support before he leaves. The Imperial company I used to work for when I was younger still contacts me for constellations fairly often. It's a demanding job, but it keeps me sharp, and my age is more than welcome. Yo, it's Quattro. We haven't seen Dude in forever. I think we can afford a short break before we start inspecting the Airbonian bound train. But don't let that break get you comfortable now. We need to stay sharp, vigilant. As stringent as ever. The Calvert-bound passenger train will soon be departing from Platform 1. If you wish to board, please make your way over to the platform now or wait for the next train. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Airboni and Calvert were on rather sour terms with each other, around the time of the 100 Days War. During that period, railway operations shut down and travelers lingering in Crossbow were forced to stay put. After all that blew over, the system was majorly improved to prevent a similar situation from ever happening again. Yo, we're cutting it close. Platform 1, the train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you are not boarding the train, then please step back at the center of the platform. Wait a sec, isn't that the train that the representative's daughter is supposed to be on? We can still make it, let's get on. Oh crap. Yeah, let me go to Calvert. Let me see what Calvert look like. Yeah, it's cool that you can still see like a monster back there. You see it? We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains. What do we do now? The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know? We still gotta drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right? That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know. The next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvert. Ooh. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger, I'm no quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. Wow, incredible. Start behaving right this instant. I'm returning home to Altair after a nice short vacation. My wife and kid are waiting for me. I can't wait to see their faces again. That inspection officer was eyeing everyone up and down. I know it's a routine thing, but it still grinds my gears. Who are you, Peter Griffin? You sure are impatient. We still have a long way to go before we reach the Republican capital, but you should relax a bit. Finally, our big railway trip. I gotta capture every memory. When you talk Calvert, you have to mention their gourmet dishes. Of course, their hot springs too. Well, that sounds nice. I'm so excited for this girls only trip. Trust me, my husband would have been a massive buzzkill. This place is pretty glum. Makes it sort of hard to read in peace. Maybe I should move to the window seat. Okay, that must be her. It's Carla. Hey, finally found her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. The Red State is my homeland. You see, that's where I'm taking my grandchild. My grandpa's hometown sounds super awesome. He couldn't stop talking about how huge the farms are there. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't get enough of those, I tell you what. Alright, before we speak to Carla, let me get a sip of water. Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. I guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ellie, what are you... I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I start this? Actually, we came to take you home. We're on a trip to the Republic. I feel like we can't say this one. We can't say this. We gotta pretend. I hate lying to Carla, but we gotta pretend so she'll let her guard down. Yes, exactly. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's national orchestra with everyone. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train and... Alright, it looks like we've lowered our guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father is always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules, ones he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I will never forgive him for what he did. Which was, whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. Huh? That's it. Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so, this morning he calmly strode into my room, demanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and he pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels. but this is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. How should we handle this? Your father is to blame. Did you try locking your door? That just sounds stupid. And your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I didn't say anything about you leaving was the right decision. I said your father was to blame. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right? She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. And she should almost be at her breaking point. It's dangerous to travel alone. Your father is worried about you. Your maid is worried sick. This is true, but I feel like this ain't enough to actually convince her of anything. And I don't think this will work either because I feel like she wouldn't really believe it. Like maybe, but not really. I think this is the best. This is the best answer. As crazy as it sounds, I know you would think father is, but I genuinely think the maid. Because Marcia seems to mean a lot to her for her to bring Marcia up a few times now. I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Marcia, she really said that? I'm leaving Lady Carla in your capable hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. So I added capable in there. Well, I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, wouldn't it feel better to say what you want to say to his face? You may be right. I had started to think that there was no one at my side. But if Marcia is waiting for me, I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps could you stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system? Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near Altair, but we still have a ride back. If you want the company, we'd be glad to oblige. I mean, we don't really have a choice. I mean, we gotta go back to Crossbell too. Oh. Of course, the music ends right when I was about to start jamming out. Lloyd and the others transferred in Altair for the return trip. Oh, we didn't get to see. Then 30 minutes later. Yeah, this is a very long side quest here. This is fire. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're finally back. That was a long trip, in more ways than one. Sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it. Who's to say we can't handle constellations? You can count on the SSS to lend an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. Ah, Marcia. Oh, Marcia and Pops. How dare you worry me at a time like this, you daft girl? Speak for yourself, Father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing, but to think you hired other people to do it for you. She got a point. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies, I was just so terribly worried. You should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marcia. But forgive me. But, well, I'm grateful too. And I count on you to continue to be by my side? Oh. Of course, I'd be happy to. Oh, thank heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping right back on that train and I won't look back. Well, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first. So, are you honoring my request or are you refusing it? Fine. I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. So this is the power of the something or other section. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? You got it. Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Good. We're leaving, Carla. Don't you tell me what to do. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. I can't thank you all enough for all that you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you like. We'll welcome you with open arms. The two of them bowed deeply. No. Carla and Marcia. Very cute. I guess that settles that. Even though that took forever. I'm glad we helped them out. Judging by their conversation, I think they will work things out. What a relief. I hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going now. There's still some requests we can finish up today. Yeah, that's true. This was an extremely long one. Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then. Quest: search for an important person completed.